a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment? That's a lie. Most timeshares can be bought online for $1. To find out what your timeshare is worth and to cancel it, call us today and we'll send you our timeshare exit kit free with all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley for your free exit info guide. 800-897-4400. That's 800-897-4400.
With the new IHOP value menu, $6 is all it takes to go to your happy place, where stacks of pancakes with bacon and eggs are just $6 every day. French toast, sausage, and eggs are, you guessed it, $6. And fluffy omelets come with a side of pancakes and only cost $6. Go to your happy plates every day at IHOP. $7 in some locations. Available every day for a limited time at participating restaurants in the U.S. Hours may vary. No substitutions. Not valid with other discounts or promotions. Prices may vary.
With Progressive's Name Your Price tool, you can choose the best coverage option for you. Because you know you. Like, you know you can't cook. You're not one of those people who say that they can, but when people come over for dinner, they find out the hard way, you can't. You can't even microwave popcorn, and that's literally just one button. Plus, measuring and patience are huge parts of cooking, and that's just not you. Only you know you. So get coverage options within your budget with Progressive's Name Your Price tool. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Let's go! You're still grooving, still connecting, still loving, still turning up, still thriving. You still got it, but your immune system, it weakens as you age. That's where vaccines come in. They help train and strengthen your immune response to fight off respiratory illnesses like flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, or COVID-19. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Book in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Welcome to the Bar None Auction. Bar None Auction is selling thousands of items this Saturday, January 10th in Sacramento. Large farming and construction equipment, cars, trucks, and industrial supplies all sold to the highest bidder. Always open to the public. Visit barnoneauction.com.
It's time for game night, getting you ready for Sacramento Kings basketball.
He's got the bucket!
Game night is presented by Power Business Technology, your locally owned and managed Toshiba copier dealer. Contact them at 844-POWER-BZ or visit them at powercopiers.com. Here's your host, Scott Marsh, alongside the high flyer, Henry Turner.
As Scott Marsh would say, welcome in, Sactown Sports 1140. I'm not Scott Marsh, you know that. Fresh off the voice. Let me get you unmuted there, Mr. HT.
No.
I just step out the way. HT is here, though.
Hey, here's the deal. Open it up the way you would open it up.
Okay.
This is your show.
All
Open it up the way you would open it up.
All right, let's reset in 3, 2, 1. Welcome in to Sac Sports 1140's game night.
There you go.
Rocking with my boy HT Henry, high flyer Turner, man. I thought you were going to be in Oakland tonight. I wasn't expecting for you to be here with me and our boss Chris Verlade and John and Brandon and everybody else, big man. Why you not in Oakland, man? That's your town.
You know what? I was definitely going to go down there.
You see, I said Oakland, right? Because I didn't want to be. I don't want the city.
And I would like to tell you, first of all,
sir.
They ain't playing in Oakland.
That's
in
right.
San Francisco.
But I'm always going to give you your respect in Oakland.
Right.
Come on, man.
You know what? Was definitely on the team for those last couple of road trips and enjoyed myself immensely. But this one right here, I was like, okay, they just going to bounce down and come right back. I'm cool with that. But at the end of the day, man, when they told me you was here, I was like, okay, I'm going to hang with my boy Jay.
Come on, keep it rocking, brother. I like the fly little sweatsuit you got on, man. What do I have to do to get the hat, the shoes, and the jersey to match, man? Because you kinged up in here, brother.
Let me tell you something, bro.
And I ain't talking about Royale. I'm talking about you got the good stuff.
Hey, these are old school. You know what?
You got the good threads.
You know what I do, Jay? Honestly, man, because the Kings do. They give me, my little stipend to where I go and get my clothes.
We calling it little?
Yeah, this is little.
Okay.
But it works. So
That's right.
I appreciate it. And what I do is I get stuff, and I probably won't wear it for the first 2 years.
You like me, bro.
Like everybody's on this gray sweatsuit right now.
That thing is fly, bro.
Everybody is on it.
Come on, man. All you're missing is a top hat.
Hey, this sucker's 2 years old.
Is that you know what is funny? Because I saw and you have the logo is the Nike with the lion standing up and it's dribbling, right? And so I looked at it and I was like, man, that's a couple years old.
Yeah.
And they don't really rock that logo too much this year, Pat. But you got the hat to match.
Wait, hold
you
on.
got the sweats to jump off.
Let me show you how old the hat is.
Okay.
This is a Willie Cauley-Stein hat.
Dog, I was just getting ready to say, HT, that looked like the Willie Cauley-Stein line that remember he had his hands on Trill Trill, as we talked to Willie Cauley-Stein. Shouts out to Dub, the Trill. He was designing.
Yes.
He designed the hat. He had like 2 versions and a few logos and stuff like that. He had his hand in that.
Yeah.
That's what I was getting ready to say, man. I knew that was it.
So you know, they, all my stuff is old, but when you see it, it's new.
That's right. Come on, man. It's only old to the people that that knew, but it's new to the people that didn't know.
That's right.
Man, look, we live and local right here. Roosters
on
the River. Sactown Sports Game Night presented to you by Power Business Technology. I should have the readout. I'll make sure I get that out there to you. But we want to welcome you. The atmosphere is live and direct. We got a lot of dignitaries in the building, including you, HT, because you're the #1 dignitary, of course.
I ride with that.
You know, absolutely, man. Right here from Roosters on the River, Sactown Sports Game Night. Great crowd, great energy, and an awesome game night atmosphere right on the river. We've been talking about it all day, HT. I know you said you were listening into the Drive Guys with me and Whitey. The all-you-can-eat enchiladas on Wednesday.
Yeah. We got to come back.
Dude. On me.
Hey, we got to come back
on
for sure.
Me.
Because you know what? I done just dug into some of these chips and the salsa.
Man,
and
it's looking
fire.
fantastic, too.
It's fire right here, and that's just the chips and salsa. So you know what the rest of it is.
21, and where we're set, we're at upstairs, and we are pretty close to the outside, the porch area, which I believe is closed for the wintertime at the moment. But allegedly, this is what I've been told, as I always say, sources tell me, HT, right where we're sitting is right where the enchilada bar is set up every Wednesday.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Nights at the round table style.
So we right here where it go down.
This is the action.
All right,
this is where the action is right now, man. And
That's good to know.
You know, it's a beautiful thing. Talking about action, the Sacramento Kings head to your former area. Of course, you still are Oakland, if nothing else, man. Seminary, right?
Straight up.
E14. Absolutely, man. They're jumping across the Bay to Bay Bridge, or you could take the backside if you want to, but they take on the vaunted Golden State Warriors tonight. And as I said, I expected you to be down with the squad and doing your 1-2 shuffle, but just early, because everybody wants to talk about Jonathan Kuminga. Before we get into that tonight and, you know, the statistics and the analysts and, of course, your breakdown and what the Kings need to do to win the game, I know you've been talking about and you've been hearing. You gave a little bit to Whitey right there before we went off. Just Ja Morant, your thoughts. Could the Kings be interested? It sounds like their name may be in it. What's your thoughts, man?
Honestly, you know, like I said, when I told Whitey, and I'll say it again, it's 2 sides to Ja Morant.
Yeah.
And you have to be able to deal with both of those sides. The basketball side is a no-brainer. You know, the dude is a once-in-a-generational type talent. You know, I know a lot of people are saying that, you know, his talents has eroded. I haven't seen that. I know he's been injured.
Okay.
You know, that's just like, you know, 2 years ago they was like, oh, well, Kyrie Irving is done. I'm like, no, Kyrie Irving is still top 5 point guard in the league.
No doubt.
He's just been hurt.
That's right.
I'll put Ja Morant in the same category. You know, yes, his numbers hasn't been the same, but the dude's been hurt. But when you talk about, you know, being a player in this league, his name still reigns supreme.
Absolutely. He's a star, is he not?
Definitely. And the thing about it is that, okay, now, that's him as a player.
Okay.
Now, the off-court stuff, now that's where the higher-ups have to come in and be very much involved and say, okay, are we going to be able to reel him in? Now, if you don't have the higher-ups that are capable to do that, you let that young man walk. But if you got the infrastructure.
There you go.
If you have the infrastructure to say, hey,
there you go.
We're giving you another chance because you were the face of the league at one point.
Right.
You know, before SGA did what he did, Ja, you were the face of the league.
He was set up to be for sure.
Right. So if you still want to be that and you still want to make this thing happen for you in the NBA, you have to play by our rules. If you don't, you keep walking.
Game night. Powered by Power Business Technology. Experience how the Power family can help your business office equipment needs today. Contact them at 844-POWER-BZ or go to powercopiers.com. You know we have to pay the bills right there. Also, out here, Roosters on the River, game night food and beverage specials. Check this out. We already talked about the all-you-can-eat enchiladas at $21.99. You got to pay a little tax. We were talking $20 a little earlier today. But, you know, you got featuring 13 different types of enchiladas. Ooh. 13, a baker's dozen.
How do you get 13 of them?
Man, a baker's dozen.
How do you get 13 of them?
That means It's probably like some type of probably 2 versions of chicken, probably 2 versions of beef, probably a couple versions of pork, right? You might have a little cow tongue or something in there.
Maybe shrimp. Maybe
I was gonna say seafood. Yeah. I'm trying to think how we might have to tap in and check one of our sources. 13 versions, maybe a bust down, a breakdown. Look, you got the menu.
I mean,
let me see if there's 13 versions on that menu right there.
I mean, they sound like they dealing with bubblegum shrimp.
With that being said, while I look across the menu, I want to ask you real fast. You said something that's super interesting. Structure, infrastructure, stability is something that I talk about, right? Be careful. Be careful. And I know you will because you're a sharp individual. The Sacramento Kings and the dichotomy that this organization is set up, are we set and ready for the likes of a John Morant right now, in your mind?
That I don't know. Because you know what? You're going to have the brass that's willing to deal with him. You know, those guys over there are going to have to say yay or nay to say, you know, if something jumps up, are we going to be able to, you know, deal with what we got to deal with? And, you know, and honestly, Jay, I think it's a simple task. I really do. Because
well, hold on, real, not to cut you off. I say that because that's who you are. That's the DNA that's inside Hank, right? That's how you've been constructed. Moms, grandma, parents, family, friends, GP pops, you know, the environment that you grew up in, I know what it is. You know, I know where you come from. I know what survival means to you, and I know what that means as on the basketball floor for you. You know, I know you had to fight to stay in the league, to get into the league.
Right. The
politics, absolutely, right? So with all that being said, I know it's okay for you. I know you're built for it. I know if Ja and Pops Morant comes, you're going to be built for it. I know you can dap a person up. I know you can shake a person's hand. I know you can send him where he can get his hair cut. But I'm asking about the Sacramento Kings. Is the infrastructure set for the Sacramento Kings the same infrastructure that we got right here at Roosters, where you got 13 different enchiladas? I'm talking about that type of structure. Does the Sacramento Kings have the structure to bring in the likes of a superstar? Let's not get it twisted. His shoes right now going through the roof.
Yeah, they are. But here's the deal. Like I said, they got the people in the places.
Right. The right people in the right places.
Are those people willing to say, I'll take on a John Morant? Because it's going to take some extra. You know, John Morant ain't like dealing with Keegan Murray.
No, sir.
It's going to take some extra because here's the problem. You got to deal with Ja, and you got to deal with his daddy.
Pops, man.
Yeah. And Pops let Ja do whatever Ja wants to do because Pops is living vicariously through his son.
Package deal.
Right. So you will have to deal with both of them. But I will say the good thing about this is that Ja isn't a rookie to where he's coming in saying, you know what, I'm a rookie and I'm the man and everybody wants me. No, bro. Your team just traded you. Your team just traded you. You're going to have to take a little slice of humble pie.
Right.
And right now, it ain't a whole bunch of people that's grabbing and pulling at you. So if we take a shot at you, you better understand that, hey, you're going to have to humble yourself and say the Kings are willing to give me another chance at being great. The same thing that happened with C. Webb.
Yes, I said it earlier.
The same exact thing that happened with C. Webb. You know, the Kings are giving you another shot at being great. Now, how many shots do you get in the NBA to try to be great? Not many.
Man.
Not many. So if you get another one this early on, you might want to humble yourself and tell Pops the exact same thing. And like I said, at the end of the day, whoever it is that's going to have these conversations, it's going to have to be this way. We with you. We going to be with you. But if you feel like you can't get this done, we might as well just go on and let you go over to Cleveland, Indiana, or whoever else.
This ain't the place for you.
This ain't the place for you. And, you know, honestly, I think Scott Perry is honoring enough to say it. I really do. I really do, man, because when you get a chance to sit down with Scott Perry and the lights ain't on, the Detroit come out in him. The Detroit definitely comes out in Scott Perry.
The 8 mile, huh?
And I honestly think Scott Perry will keep it 100 enough with him to tell him that exact same thing.
Well, I like that. You know, as someone that is closer to the team than I am, HT, I trust your opinion. And I appreciate you even saying that, especially for the listeners and the fan in me, because sometimes I think we question that. We truly, truly do. Speaking of Ja Morant, HT, I think, and as much as I hate to say it, to get the likes of a Ja Morant, you're probably going to have to give up a Keon Ellis and probably the new pizza guy, which is Malik Monk, is one of my favorites, man. But speaking of a Malik Monk, man, I got a jersey above my right shoulder. It's a game. Excuse me, it's not a game. It's a giveaway. We have a major giveaway tonight. Malik Monk autographed jersey, courtesy of Emron of True Sports Cards. Okay. You'll hear a show tomorrow at 10 o'clock with Whitey. To enter, stop by Roosters on the River and register to win it while you're here. No purchase is required. That thing is right there, and it's nice, got a JSA, so it's authentic.
Yes, I love that purple.
It's the purple joint.
You know what? Let me ask you this, though.
Yeah, it's the purple joint.
Here's the deal. You talk about what you have to get off of to get a Ja Morant, right? You want to talk about this when we come back?
Yeah, let's talk about it when we come back on the other side.
Because I got a real good question for you.
It's all good. Sactown Sports 1140 game night. Jay filling in for Scott Marsh. Of course, that's Henry, the Hank High Flyer Turner right there. Not in San Francisco tonight. Not in his hometown of the town. He's right here in Sacramento. We'll talk about Ja Morant. We'll give you a little entryway from the Malik Monk jersey right here on Roosters on the River.
The Sacramento Kings play here.
He's got the triple. Sacramento takes the lead. Outstanding ball movement by Sacramento.
Every triple, every jam, every Kings win.
Sabonis with the jam over the Joker. He's got the three-point shot.
Get your Kings fix all season long.
Right here on your home of the Sacramento Kings.
Here's a steal by Fox, a breakaway. He's got the rip with the left hand.
Sactown Sports and SactownSports.com.
Golf to Go is brought to you by the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop. Here's Frank LaRosa.
As another new year begins, I'm reflecting on all that has happened. I'm filled with gratitude for the Golf to Go show guests who've trusted us with their time, their thoughts, and their dreams. People like putter magician Scotty Cameron, First Tee's Angie Dixon, former football great Peyton Manning, LPGA legend Nancy Lopez, the heralded team at Hagen Oaks like Ken Morton Jr., Tom Morton, PGA Golf to Go's resident on-air playing coach, and Mike Woods, PGA Director of Golf, and all the PGA professionals and guests who've educated and informed us over last year's 52 shows. Thanks also to you, our loyal listeners, who are there every week with compliments and suggestions when we might get a bit off track. Thanks also to the game that brings us all together. Thanks to the millions of men, women, boys, and girls who play the game. Thanks to the able-bodied, and thanks also to the programs that nurture those in need of a lift, like the California Eagles, PGA Hope, and many more. We are fortunate for our world-class golf and to have lived life and had a chance to play the game. That's your Golf to Go. I'm Frank LaRosa.
Everybody loves the season of giving. But now the season of paying for it is upon us, that not-so-wonderful time of the year when millions of Americans open their credit card statements, stare in horror at the balance, and resolve then and there to find new ways to save money. If you're among those Americans, why not start by cutting your wireless bill in half right now with Pure Talk's Saver Plan? It's easy. You'll get unlimited talk, text, and 3 gigs of high-speed data on a super-fast, nationwide 5G network for just $20 a month. Just dial pound 250, say Mike Rowe, and you'll save an additional 50% off your first month. Ho, ho, ho! And if you're active or former military or a first responder, you'll save an additional 20% every single month. That's pound 250. Say Mike Rowe for the gift that keeps on saving from America's wireless company. Pure Talk.
Welcome to the Bar None Auction. Bar None Auction is selling thousands of items this Saturday, January 10th in Sacramento. Large farming and construction equipment, cars, trucks, and industrial supplies all sold to the highest bidder. Always open to the public. Visit barnoneauction.com.
Hi, this is Adam Warner, co-owner of the historic Firehouse Restaurant in Old Sacramento. We're celebrating 65 years of excellence this season. Come visit us where our motto is guests first. We are locally owned and have been in the capital city since 1960. Come experience our finest steaks, chops, and fresh seafood. The Firehouse also has the Central Valley's most awarded wine selection. Level up your pregame at the Firehouse for a quick and easy meal with valet parking for just $10.
Sactown Sports 1140 here live at Roosters on the River, fresh off of Garden Highway, man. I heard there was a little traffic getting here a little bit, so you might want to jump here, get ready for the game. Of course, the vaunted Golden State Warriors in the city, right next to the water, taking on our Sacramento Kings. My boy HT out here rocking and rolling, man, diving into the chips. The chips fantastic, my brother.
The chips are very good.
No
bro.
doubt about it, brother. I'm telling you.
I'm on it. I'm on it. But, before we left, we was talking about, what it's going to take to get Ja Morant here.
Yeah.
And you had alluded to, maybe Keon Ellis and Malik Monk, right? So I'm thinking of it this way. It's going to take more than that.
Oh, no doubt.
No, I'm saying, because here's the problem.
No doubt.
Here's the problem. Just player-wise, right?
Yep.
Just player-wise. If you get up off of Malik and you get up off of Keon.
Yes, sir.
And you get Ja here, we got 2 other guys.
At point guard.
Ball handler.
Yes, sir.
Who's starting and who coming off the bench? And one of them can't play. Because you can't play 3-point guards. One of them not going to be able to play.
Especially not with a star in the position that Ja Morant
That's what I'm saying.
I guess for me, HT, I'd probably say as we got something dropped off. I don't even know what that is.
That's calamari.
That's
right
calamari?
There.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah,
it's fried calamari. I like that, man. It's jumping over here at Roosters on the River. Of course, you can pull up, man, and register right here, live and direct to win a Malik Monk autographed jersey authenticated by JSA, presented by True Sports Cards, my guy, Imran Palati over there. I'd say this to you, HT. I think my answer is, and you tell me if I'm right or if I'm wrong, Dennis Schroeder was signed to be the starting point guard of the Sacramento Kings, right?
Yes.
I'll even give you this because I'm sharp just as much as I believe I know you are. And the people listening, as Whitey always says, we have some of the smartest listeners and onlookers in the game of sports. His value, meaning Dennis Schroeder's value, was probably about $10 to $12 million a year.
Okay.
We gave him 15, 3 for 45.
Uh-huh.
The real reason, and I don't think I've ever said this, the real reason why I believe we gave him 15 a year is because this is California.
Okay.
You got to pay like you weigh.
Right.
He probably was like, look, I can get 10 to 12.
Yeah, Texas is going to kill you in California.
Come on now. I'm going to get it in Miami or I'm going to get it in Detroit. I can stay right here because there was some interest in Dennis staying in Detroit. Right? Or coming back there. But to come to California, man, just help me out a little bit. Throw a little sugar on top. Pay me 2-3 more times, right? Yeah. In the grand scheme of things, that means nothing to a billionaire, a millionaire for the most part. I'm not counting nobody's pockets. So I think that's why he got the $15 million.
Okay.
With that being said, he was brought here to be the starter, HT.
Uh-huh.
He got hurt, came, and then Russ and Neek and a few people, Malik, everybody, I felt like you started it at point guard, right?
So let me ask you
this. But hold on real fast. What did he say to reporters? I feel more comfortable coming off the bench.
Oh, is that what he said?
Yes, sir. And I don't want to be the starter. Now, he didn't say it that way, but I feel more comfortable coming off the bench. Lets me know.
Because I didn't hear that.
Yeah. Well,
because what I heard
maybe I was reading into it.
Right. Because I'm going to tell you what I heard.
Okay.
That Dennis Schroeder was brought here to run this team.
True.
Dennis Schroeder was brought here to be the number one guy that sets the presence on the defensive side.
True.
Dennis Schroeder.
94 feet.
Dennis Schroeder was supposed to be the guy that's going to pick up 94 feet and jumpstart this defense. So if he was supposed to be that guy, why did you have to go out and get Russell?
I would like to say the reason why they went and got Russell was because the infrastructure, the same thing that we talked about that could be okay with bringing Ja Morant here, is you need veteran leadership. You need someone that's going to be an example, that's going to set the example for some of these youngsters. When I'm talking about youngsters, I'm talking about Dylan Cardwell, Isaiah Stevens, Max, Neek. You get what I'm saying. Even Keegan at this point.
But my thing is this right here. Okay, we understand that. But now you bring Russell Westbrook here, first ballot Hall of Famer, and the dude competes like no other.
Yes.
Why wasn't he brought here first? Because now that's going to move Dennis to the bench.
True.
Right?
Yeah.
That moves Dennis to the bench. Now, here's where this logjam thing kicked in and where it all started. Okay? So now you really don't have no more room for Keon Ellis. You got to think about how you going to play Malik Monk. Right? And don't even start thinking about Devin Carter. He's so far down on the list. Now
he a G leaguer at this point.
So now we're talking about our youth, our movement, our next guys up to just slid 2 spots down. Not 1, but 2 spots down.
Yeah.
So where do we go? And now you talk, okay, so if we bring Ja, right?
Mm-hmm.
That alleviates Keon and alleviates Malik, right?
Yep.
But now Ja would be number 1. How do you slide a Hall of Famer?
To the backside, 3rd spot.
And then how do you slide another guy that you just paid 15 to
the for sure 3rd spot.
To that 3rd spot. So, you know, that's the song and dance that they have to do.
Mm.
You know, I mean, if you look at it and say, okay, if you had a perfect world, you would move off of Russell, you would move off of Schroeder and go get Ja, and you plug him in there, and you keep Keon to come off the bench, and you keep Malik Monk.
Okay.
So, and then let's say if you're able to move Zach LaVine, whatever you're moving for, and I'm talking about right now, everybody's saying get picks.
Right. Draft capital.
Right. Say you can get picks. You move them, you can get picks. Now you can slide Malik Monk in that 2 spot. He already here. Slide him in the 2 spot. And now you still got a youth movement. You got your picks coming in. You know, at the end of the day, it's going to have to be some movement. Some things are going to have to change. But at the end of the day, you still want to have a good product to put out there on the floor.
Right.
How are you going to bring Ja here and have Russell and Schroeder in that point guard position?
I don't think it happens. I think you have to, as you said, you alluded to, you probably have to shake loose of 2 people.
Right.
And that may mean a Malik and a Keon, or excuse me, a Russ and a Keon, a Schroeder and a Malik, a combination of one of the 2.
One of those guards have to go.
Has to. And I would imagine Memphis, if you're letting Ja Morant go, and the reports are today that they're looking for some youngsters to build around Jaren Jackson Jr., Triple J.
Well, you're not looking at Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, Keon may fit that.
You know, you might not
Malik
be looking.
Maybe
you might not be looking at, but see, that's the problem, though. You might not be looking at Schroeder. I'm pretty sure on the Sacramento Kings side, the Kings are like, yeah, they want to make some moves.
Right.
They want to make some moves, but are the teams that ready to get off of these players? Do they want what you have?
Takes 2, sometimes 3 to tango.
Right. Do they want what you have?
Yep.
You know, and we're in a situation now to where they don't want to talk about nothing about Murray.
Right. He's off the table.
Reyno is off the table.
Off the table.
Neek
off the table.
Off the table. Mm-hmm. Okay, so those 3, that's your next wave. Well, Sabonis is heavy because of that contract.
Yes, sir.
Zach LaVine is heavy because of that contract. Okay, Dario Saric, nothing.
Yeah, $5 million.
McBuckets, move him. But see,
veteran minimum.
There's no teams out there that's dying to get those guys. Those guys are fillers. Okay, so Precious Achiuwa, is he getting a little head of steam? A little bit. He's playing. But nobody's banging on the door saying we want Precious. Especially when you're talking about a Ja Morant.
Right.
You know, you're talking about a Darius Garland.
Love that name.
Yeah. You know, you're talking about some more of these players. It's going to take a lot for the Kings to move these guys. It's not like the Kings like, no, we don't want to move those. Nope, we don't want to move. No, they're willing to make some changes, but how are you going to be able to make these changes? You know, the Jonathan Kuminga thing. How are the Kings going to be able to get him?
Well, we'll talk about that here as we come back. Sactown Sports 1140 live from Roosters on the River. Of course, as I've stated, you can come right here off of Garden Highway. Don't have the address, but we're right here on the River, HT. You can register to win an autographed Malik Monk jersey given to you by True Sports Cards, Emer Pilati, friend of the show. Game night is also brought to you by Bank of Marin. Put it in the bank. Ready to grow? Bank of Marin moves fast with expert bankers, local decisions. bankofmarin.com, member FDIC. We're going to talk just about right there. Jonathan Kuminga.
Right. Because that's what we're moving on.
We're definitely going to talk to you about the Warriors, get you set, get HT's tips and tricks and keys to the game tonight. But coming back, I've got to get your thoughts on Jonathan Kuminga.
Yep.
He is controversial in the NBA. Does he fit with the Sacramento Kings? We'll talk about that right here. Roosters on the River, Sactown Sports Game Night.
Malik Monk plays here.
Started left, goes right, steps back, launches the three. Nothing but net. Oh, that was just filthy. Oh, my, that was sweet.
Sactown Sports is your proud home of the Sacramento Kings.
Guys, low energy, low drive, or strength not what it used to be? For many men, it's low testosterone. At Revive Men's Health Sacramento, start with a free T-check, exam, and consultation to get real answers. And this month only, qualified patients may receive 25% off testosterone replacement therapy. Call 916-619-3000 or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com. Terms apply. Must medically qualify.
Sometimes you need country music. Next time you have that feeling, check out New Country 105.1 KNCI, where you have 4 opportunities each weekday to win $1,000 and double your paycheck. New Country for Sacramento, 105.1 KNCI.
The Sactown Sports 49ers Report is brought to you by Kia of Vacaville, located beside the Vacaville outlets. The 49ers lose the season finale on Saturday night at home to Seattle 13-3. With the win, Seattle wins the division. It gets the number 1 seed in the playoffs. As for San Francisco with the result, they fall to the number 6 seed in the playoffs, and because of that, the Niners now will have to travel to Philly for a first-round playoff game. You can catch that game this Sunday beginning at 1 o'clock right here on Sactown Sports 1140.
Football season is here at Kia of Vacaville. You can score big in a new 2025 Kia Niro LX with up to 53 MPG combined at Kia of Vacaville. Perfect for road trips, tailgates, and cruising to Levi Stadium in style and comfort. But don't wait. Inventory is limited at Kia of Vacaville, and these deals won't last long. Visit KiaVacaville.com or stop by right next to the Vacaville outlets for friendly service, easy shopping, and unbeatable value. All in one stop. Kia of Vacaville, where the adventure begins.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
This is Sactown Sports 1140.
Sactown Sports Game Night. Jay Johnson filling in for my guy, Scooter, as my boy HT likes to call him. I don't even know where Scooter at tonight.
Scooter's in Santa Barbara.
Oh, that's right. UCSB, and then they went over to Cal Poly, right?
Oh, yeah. Okay, Pismo.
Yeah. Slow-mo. I think they shooting over to Cal Poly, man. So they played UCSB a couple nights ago, or last night.
Yeah, he always jet setting doing something, man.
Oh, man, he doing a 1-2 step, brother. Was that last night or 2 nights ago, Ramsey? Last night.
He be living large.
He do, man. I gotta get on Scooter's platform, brother.
Oh yeah,
no
doubt.
You know, don't let me just share game night with you. Let me get a little bit of them frequent flyer miles, brother.
Hey, because he got a lot.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I mean, hey, he got a lot and he uses them too.
Live from Roosters on the River, rocking with my guy Henry Turner, man. Just to give everybody heads up, game night food and beverage specials right here at Roosters on the River, home of the wonderful Wednesday, every Wednesday that is, night. All you can eat enchiladas, $21.99 with featuring 13 different types of enchiladas. I said I'm a chap in. I got to see what copy.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, we got to see what that is.
And let's put it out there to all the listeners. If y'all come on the right Wednesday nights, you're gonna get to see me and Jay.
You ain't lying. Hey, dude, I ain't too far, brother. So if we want to pregame at the house before, I'm in the Thomas, brother. I'm right on the back. We could take game. We could take Garden Highway and pull up right here, man. I ain't too far, bro.
Bro, Mom live right downtown.
Oh yeah.
I'm here.
Hop skipping the jump, man.
I'm here.
No doubt. True Sports Cards giving away an autographed Malik Monk jersey. If you pull up right now, we're here to 7 o'clock. You can register to win. No purchase necessary. The Warriors, we're looking at them tonight, HT. We're looking at them. We've been looking at the Warriors the last couple of years, of course. And that means playing the Sacramento Kings. We didn't see them in playoffs. We didn't see them in play-in. And we didn't see them on a night. It feels like every month at this point. And right. I know, I'm being a little sarcastic, but they have a person named Jonathan Kuminga, JK, over there that a lot of people feel could help the Sacramento Kings here. And before we get to the actual game tonight and breaking it down and how you see the keys to the game, what you thinking about Jonathan Kuminga? And could he help? And it's a dumb question. Right? And I don't want to sound just vanilla in general, but could he really help the Sacramento Kings? And if so, are you even interested if you're a part of the Sacramento Kings brass who is bringing Jonathan Kuminga here? And on top of that, it sounds like Scott Perry, B.J. Armstrong, P.J., all them guys over there, they're not willing to give up that first-round draft pick that they were offering the Warriors this summer. No, now, today's deal ain't what it was yesterday.
Right. Today's price is not yesterday's price.
Absolutely
I understand
not.
that. Shout out to Fat Joe.
Yes, sir.
But here's where we roll with when you talk about bringing Jonathan Kuminga over to the team. For me, I think it makes it a lot easier and feasible because we just talked about Ja Morant and what you're going to have to do at that point guard position. I mean, you're going to have to make some big-time moves to bring that guy over. But when you start talking about bringing Jonathan Kuminga over, what it does is that it gives you the leeway to move some of those guards, and he fills a spot that is shorthanded already at the 4 position. And the one thing that does is that, that really put a smile on my face before the young man got injured, that would move Keegan Murray over to his rightful position at the 3. And now you got another legitimate guy at the 4, and let's say everybody's healthy. We got to throw Domas in here too. If you have Domas at the 5, which is he's going to run the offense, you have another guy that's a proven scorer and can be quote-unquote lightweight superstar in this league is Jonathan Kuminga.
Right.
I think that opens up so many more options for Keegan Murray. I think that puts Keegan Murray probably, if you're still holding on to Zach, that puts Keegan Murray probably at the 3rd and the 4th option. And when was the last time Keegan was a 3rd or 4th option? That rookie year, to where he didn't have to worry about creating a shot. It was more so him being a recipient to a lot of drives and kicks.
Catch and shoot.
Just catch and shoot. He hasn't had that since his rookie year, and people wonder why. Well, why is his three-point shooting isn't the way it was? It's a hell of a lot easier to catch and shoot than to have to come out and create your own shot.
You ain't lying right there. Big brothers and big sisters of Sacramento are looking for volunteer mentors. For just a few hours a month, you can impact the life of a child. Call 916-646-9300 or visit BBS, that's B as in boy, BBS-SAC.org to learn more. Shouts out to the big brothers and big sisters rocking and rolling with Game Night, Scott Marr, Scooter, and HT. HT, one of the things that I think you're spot on is couldn't Kuminga, how much will Kuminga being here, if he does get here, help Keegan Murray's growth? Also, kind of on the flip side, if Kuminga is here, would it hinder Keegan Murray? Because one of the things people continue to keep telling me about Keegan Murray is he's been handcuffed, he's been hamstrung, he hasn't had the opportunity to spread his wings, stretch his legs. So I'm a little wary of allowing some of the naysayers to continue to lean on that, and it could be the truth. I'm not saying it's not the truth.
Right.
I'm just saying we're going to continue to talk about Keegan's non-developmental skills, non-developing situation. If Kuminga comes here, it could be that too.
Okay, let's do this. Let's say if you're the brass and you're worried about that exact same thing, right? Okay, in order to give Keegan the keys to the car, you got to move Zach, you got to move DeMar, and you got to move Sabonis. Because those are the guys that are in front of Keegan Murray when you start talking about pecking order and, how the offense is going to be run through.
Right.
So you got to move 3 of your big guns to put Keegan Murray into that position to say, you know what, you got the keys to the car.
Okay.
So that's going to have to be done first. And how hard is it to move that contract?
Difficult.
How hard is it going to be able to move Sabonis' contract?
Very difficult.
Now, DeMar DeRozan, I'm pretty sure DeMar DeRozan is probably – a lot of Kings are calling about Debo right now.
I think so.
Oh, yeah, because Debo's having a hell of a year.
Yep.
And he's kind of a plug-and-play type guy. You know exactly what you're going to get from him. You're not going to speed him up. You're not going to slow him down. DeMar DeRozan has played very well for the Sacramento Kings. It's just that he's been in a situation to where sometimes he's asked to do a little bit too much. The dude, 38 years old, and we still trying to play him 40 minutes? That's going to weigh.
Jumping into the game tonight, the Golden State Warriors will have GP2. He's got he's listed with the left ankle sprain, but he'll be rocking and rolling. Seth Curry, of course, continuing to be out for the Sacramento Kings.
Seth. Okay, gotcha.
S-E-T-H. The younger guy, right?
Okay.
Of course, for the Sacramento Kings, Keegan Murray continuing to be out. DeMontis Sabonis, of course, will be out. Isaiah Stevens and Daquan Plowden not available in a two-way situation. Beyond that, it seems like it's a go tonight, man.
Right.
You know, I know Whitey asked you about Quentin Post and the big baguette, as he likes to call him, Max's. That's his name, the big baguette. Beyond that, man, what's some of the keys that you're looking for as we head into another battle between the Warriors and, of course, the Sacramento Kings? What's the first thing that jumps off the page for you tonight, HT?
Jay, the first thing that jumps off the page for me is that this team has been so inconsistent. Bro.
Meaning the Warriors or the Kings?
The Kings.
Okay.
The Kings have been so inconsistent, bro. You know, you'll see one team jump off the page tonight. You'll see another team tomorrow.
You ain't lying. Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde.
They are Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. And, you know, if you see a Sacramento Kings team number one, now this is the number one thing that can help the Kings win. If they come out and they start knocking down shots. Whenever the Kings knock down shots, they can pretty much be contenders with anybody, right? Now, if they come out and they get to turn some people over and get out in transition, they've been very good at being a transition-type team. They can score the basketball that way. Now, here's the bad thing. If they come out and they turn that basketball over and they let the other team turn them over, they are horrible in transition defense. The team is going to score on them every time. And then, if they play against a team that's big enough, I don't think the Golden State Warriors fall into this category, but they play against a team that's big enough in that front court, we have nothing at the rim. We have nothing.
What about Dylan Cardwell, man? And I know he's not registering heavy minutes. What is Dylan? Can Dylan play that position a little bit?
He's a good piece.
Okay,
he's a good piece. He don't mind. He don't mind throwing his body around. He's not going to get pushed around down low. But you got to understand, Dylan Cardwell is still 6'10". So when you look at some of these front lines that come in here, they got 6'10", 7 foot.
Yeah,
you know
that's different.
Yeah, he ain't doing nothing with that.
That's different.
But when you look at, okay, we're playing against Golden State, and okay, you're going to have probably one big fella, then Draymond, you're good.
You match up well.
Yes,
decently, I should say.
Yes, you match up well.
Yeah.
Now, the one thing that really might put you in a bind playing Golden State team has a very high basketball IQ. They smart.
Have forever.
They smart. They know exactly how they want to play, and they know all the sets that they want to run. They know where Steph's going to be. They know where Draymond's going to be. You know, Jimmy Buckets is, you know, he's solid.
Man.
They got a couple of big guys that come in and do some work. If GP2 is healthy, he does all the dirty work.
Yep.
You know, they got guys who know their positions and know exactly what they're supposed to do, so they're able to play good competitive basketball.
You know, Steph Curry is amazing, and we all know that. We know Draymond can agitate, you know, the best of them. Yeah. Absolutely. Who's the X factor for the Golden State Warriors right now?
Jimmy Buckets. Jimmy Buckets. If Jimmy Buckets is having a good night,
yeah,
and you got Draymond doing what he does and Steph doing what he does, and the bench come in and be complimentary, it's hard to beat them.
Yeah, it's interesting because I think everybody would pretty much, you know, elate to Jimmy Butler being the X factor. And isn't it crazy that it feels like every single year, HT, I don't know, and I don't want to use the wrong word because I don't think he cruises. I think he gives it his all. I think he's a wily veteran and understands at certain points and times throughout the season that I don't have to turn it on 100. I can shift it down into 65, put the cruise control on. You know, sometime I can slap on the self-drive and do my 1-2 Dougie. I'm not exactly sure what Jimmy Butler is right now during this point in the season.
Here's the crazy dynamic that the Golden State Warriors have. Because when you look at what they do, because any other place Jimmy Buckets have been, he's been the alpha. He's been the one that they run everything through. He's the guy.
Yeah.
Right? So that's the Jimmy Buckets you're used to seeing.
Yep.
But with Jimmy Buckets on this team, the number one alpha on this team is Draymond.
I agree.
Draymond's number one alpha, even though Steph is the guy. But Steph is so smooth in what he does, he lets Draymond say, yeah, this is your crew.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm the guy. right?
Yep.
So now, where does that leave Jimmy Buckets? He's 3. So that's why you say, when you look at him and say, is he in cruise control and can he pick and choose when he wants to turn it on and turn it off? Well, you're a third option.
Kind of in that position.
Yeah, you're a third option. You're in that position.
No
and
doubt.
it's going to be Draymond first. It's going to be Steph second. And then you're going to be that third option.
Man, live from 1379 Garden Highway. Roosters on the River. Shouts out to Ramsey behind the boards, rocking and rolling and giving that information. Live, 5:30 to 7 o'clock tonight, game night. We'll be here to 6:30. One more segment, HT the High Flyer, live, Sactown Sports game night. We'll talk about injuries on the way, starting 5 on the way, and how the Sacramento Kings can win this game tonight on the other side.
You never know what you might hear when listening to a Sacramento Kings game.
Out of Keegan, going for another triple. Man, is he feeling it. Keegan, can he do it? Yes, there's number 11, Keegan Murray. Keegan steps back. He just knocked down his 12th three-pointer, a Kings franchise record. He's got 45 points.
Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with Sactown Sports and the Sactown Sports app.
At InShape, there's a place for every kind of mover. The Sometimer, the early riser, after-work grinder, the yogi, lifter, walker, runner, sauna seeker, recoverer. If you walk, lift, stretch, or sweat, you belong. Start the year strong and join today at InShape.com.
Welcome to the Bar None Auction. Bar None Auction is selling thousands of items this Saturday, January 10th in Sacramento. Large farming and construction equipment, cars, trucks, and industrial supplies all sold to the highest bidder. Always open to the public. Visit barnoneauction.com.
So, Hagen Oaks knows you can buy a driver off the shelf anywhere, but Hagen Oaks is the only place where you'll find total game fitting. The Hagen Oaks TrackMan-powered player performance studio fits clubs to your swing. Ping's Ballnamic Ball Fitter finds your optimum golf ball. The putter fitting studio makes you a better putter, and FootJoy's 3D foot scanner finds your correct fit. In fact, Hagen Oaks will fit you from head to toe with equipment and apparel to make you the player you want to be. It's total game fitting, and it's only at the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop, Fulton Avenue at the Cap City Freeway.
Hi, this is Henry Turner, a.k.a. the High Flyer. I've done a lot of amazing things on the basketball floor, but now it's your turn to be amazing. For more than 55 years, Big Brothers and Big Sisters of Sacramento has helped out the youth beat many odds. Too many littles, especially boys, are still waiting for volunteers, Big Brothers. Volunteers to spend at least 4 to 6 hours a month with local youth who needs guidance and support. So donate your time to Big Brothers and Big Sisters of the greater Sacramento area. Get involved. It's easy as a layup. Call 916-646-9300.
Business moves fast, and so do we. At Bank of Marin, we team up with businesses in the greater Sacramento area to help you drive the lane and score big. With dedicated relationship bankers and local decision-making, we help you move quickly, whether you're upgrading equipment, buying your next building, streamlining cash flow, or fueling growth. From expansion to investment, we're ready to help you win. Bank of Marin, your local business bank. Visit us at bankofmarin.com. Member FDIC.
Big savings are back at Folsom Lake Honda, your one-stop Honda shop.
Looking to own or lease? We have options for everyone. Plus, lower interest rates at Folsom Lake Honda make for lower payments. It's no wonder Folsom Lake Honda is your one-stop Honda shop.
Get an instant cash offer for your trade at FolsomLakeHonda.com. We'll buy your car whether you buy from us or not.
Visit us today at FolsomLakeHonda.com.
Folsom Lake Honda, yeah, your one-stop Honda shop.
Jay Johnson filling in for my boy Scooter Scott Marshall, who's rocking and rolling with UC Davis down in SoCal. They took on UCSB last night. Of course, I'm joined by the man himself, Henry Hank High Flyer Turner. I tell you, Hank, as we get ready to close it out, man, thanks to Roosters on the River right here on Garden Highway, man. Final push for our jersey. If you come down, we're here. Sports 1140 Street Team is here till 7 o'clock. You could come, no purchase necessary. You can register to win an autographed Malik Monk jersey, the good old zero with the Monk, authenticated by JSA. And you might even get lucky and be able to take a picture with HT before he gets on out of here and jump on them 24s outside. Want to shouts out to Ramsey also for holding us down for the night, just in case I forget it. Also, Sactown Sports listeners, please lock in for future game nights here at Rooster in the River. Hey, you can have me back anytime, even if you just need me to be the third person, HT. Just tell me I can come.
Bro, I'm telling you, we going to make that Wednesday thing.
Yes, sir.
It's going to happen.
No, serious. I'm dead serious, man.
It's going to happen.
Heading into tonight's game, of course, we taking on the Warriors, and I say we the Sacramento Kings. Of course, HT is here in Sacramento. He'll be here with the esteemed voice, the G-Man, the legendary Gary Joe, coming up with pregame, and Jay Ross, my guy, as Kyle Draper says.
Man, let me tell you, it's been such a pleasure to be on the road with G-Man and be able to make the calls. And I'm telling you, I watch him, man, every single game. There's nobody that comes in that's more prepared on a daily basis than that man. He old school. He still puts pen to paper. You know,
love it.
He writes everything down, and bro, when I tell you he has that briefcase,
yes, sir.
Man, that briefcase like gold, bro. That briefcase got so much wealth of knowledge in it, boy.
Hey, did the G-Man color coordinate the notes? Have you ever looked at his notes to see if they color coordinated?
They ain't color coordinated, man. But I tell you what,
that mean he even sharper.
Hey, he might as well put some handcuffs around his arm in that briefcase, because boy, the knowledge is in that briefcase.
Hey, like that old school cell phone, that brick cell phone.
Yes. You know what? It's such an honor, man. It's such an honor.
No, it is, man. And, you know, honestly, I'm a true believer of this. And this is something that's kind of Johnny-come-lately the last handful of years, giving people their flowers, right? That's something that's a phrase, a term that we've coined at this point of acknowledging the greatness of people.
Right.
And, you know, I know the G-Man is not the type of person to want us right now to be talking about him for the next 5 or 6 minutes, but you know, I only get to do game night every now and then, every blue moon. And so if he is listening, I always want to make sure to let the G-Man know, man, he is one of a kind. He is special. He is someone that we should always celebrate. As much as he has celebrated this community, this not being his community, this being an adopted community and making this his community, raising his family and doing his 1-2 Dougie here, brother. It's spectacular to have the likes of the G-Man in the building.
You know, to be the one and only voice for the Sacramento
That's
Kings
crazy.
all these years.
That is my whole life.
And like I say, I mean, and he really puts in the work. He's still sharp. You know, he still got the eagle eye. He still has everything there. You know, and it's crazy because when I first got into this, man, I was a big Chick Hearns fan.
Okay.
I was a big Chick Hearns fan, you know, because I went to school down in L.A.
Yes, of course.
And that's all you heard was Chick Hearns. But once I got here to Sacramento, man, and I got a chance to see G-Man and be around him, and when I tell you, he's one of the kindest people you will ever meet. If you got a problem with G-Man, you got a problem in life.
Man.
He's one of the greatest, bro. I'm telling you.
From somebody that's always on fire to who's on fire. HT, man, let's let everybody know time now for the Firehouse Restaurant. Who's on fire? Level up your pregame at the Firehouse for a quick and easy meal with valet parking. Valet, you ain't even gotta park. Just pull up for valet, just $10. HT, my guy, who's on fire, brother?
Man, let me tell you who's on fire. Now that Trae Young has been traded, the Memphis Grizzlies are on fire. Their front office is about to be on fire. 4-alarm fire. You're going to need the fire truck with the big holes to put them out. They are about to start getting bombarded with phone calls because even with the outside antics of Ja Morant, it's a lot of teams, man, that could use an electrifying guard like that dude.
You ain't lying.
So, yeah, they're going to be taking on phone calls, believe me.
Hopefully we're one of the people that's making that phone on fire. I'd be interested just to get a phone call, man. Just to make the phone call, HT. If I'm the Sacramento Kings, I'm doing my due diligence and I'm making sure I pick up the phone. And because you never know what somebody is willing to give a person away for. And I know the stature of Ja Morant being a star, that's a different level of conversation. But I'd be interested just to see what the conversation would be.
And you know what? And I've had a couple of conversations with Scott Perry. And, you know, Scott has said this. He has definitely said that they're not turning down any phone calls.
That's right.
You know, when they look and see, you know, the caller ID, they're not just saying, no, we ain't picking up that call.
Right.
They're listening to any and everything. So, you know, if Ja Morant is one of those guys that, you know, is something that they might think work, they're on the phone and they're making some calls, bro. They have to be.
Man, look, I know they need to be. You ain't lying. Have to be, should be, want to be. HT, as we get ready to wrap up game night here from live at Roosters on the River, let me get your 3 keys to tonight's victory, because I'm calling it out early. Tonight's victory for the Sacramento Kings as they take on the Golden State Warriors live, as I like to call it, the dentist's office, but from Chase. What do you think is going to take for the Sacramento Kings, who've been struggling, no doubt, coming into this game, a little up and down, as we talked about, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, Two-Face, if you're a Batman fan. What do you think? Give me 3 keys to what you think the Sacramento Kings are going to have to do as we lead up to G-Man and J. Ross.
Well, number one, they're going to have to bring the energy and the effort. They have to have that, the will to win.
Yes, sir.
To come out to want to hit first. They're going to have to bring that. Number 2, they got to shoot the ball well. If the Kings don't shoot the ball well, it's over with because we know what's on the defensive side. We're lacking on that side. So they have to be able to defend the basketball. Knock down shots. And number 2, take care of the ball.
Right.
If you turn the basketball over against the Golden State Warriors and get those guys to going up and down, it's a recipe for destruction.
What does tonight look like for you? And I don't think I've ever asked this, and I know we're pulling up. You got about 2-3 minutes, real fast, just for the experience, just for the know, because I don't think I've ever asked you this. When the Warriors and the Kings play, and I know you're a King to heart, no doubt about it.
Yep.
You grew up with the Warriors in your backyard, sliding right down the street to 98th. You were right there. What does this ever fester any type of feelings or emotion for you, man? Is this just business? This is just basketball?
Not really, man.
Okay.
It's basketball. I always go back to my playing days, and when we had to go up against Mitch and Chris and Tim.
Right.
And it was more so I wanted to be one of them, but then I wasn't. So now I get to come home and I get to take out my frustration and say, look, y'all should have had, you could have had me. I was here. Kind of one
right
of those
down the
things.
road.
But now, it was a little something brewing between these two teams. Because you remember the Beam Team year?
Sure.
It was definitely brewing about these two teams. They finally was going to be in the playoffs at the exact same time, and then they had the year where they had the cup, and the Warriors knocked us out of the cup and all of that.
Yep.
So it was a little something brewing then, but I don't know how thick it is now.
I got you, brother. As always, man, I got nothing but love for you, man.
Sure.
I appreciate you letting me fill in for Scooter. Such just a beautiful situation. And I don't think I've ever done this. Man, shouts out to the G-Man and allowing me to pass it to such a legend like that. And, of course, J. Ross, a legendary personality himself, man, and always got super love for you, HT, man, to let me rock and roll. Live from Roosters on the River, right here on Garden Highway, man, and got nothing love. I'm sorry.
And let me say this, bro, for whatever you do and whatever you go and whatever you do, I'm rocking with you.
Man, I surely appreciate you. That means a lot, brother. Game night, Sactown Sports 1140, leading up to the Golden State Warriors and our Sacramento Kings, the legendary G-Man Gary Gerald himself, the smooth tones J. Ross, and my boy High Flyer taking you up to the first tip, the dribble, or whatever you want to call it. I appreciate it. The Scooter, man. Shouts out to Scott Marsh. Stay safe out there. Sactown Sports 1140. We out of here.
So tell me what you see now. Coming down the lane off the rebound. It's 9:16 now. Look toward the sky like the beam now.
You never know what you might hear when listening to a Sacramento